Hello everyone. Welcome to LLED 5040E Language and Culture in the Classroom. My name is Viviane Clen Alves. I'll be your instructor for this class, and I'm extremely excited to be teaching you, to be learning with you, and to be able to create this environment in which we discuss language and culture and between languages and cultures. I'm from Brazil. You can notice by my accent, probably. I was born and raised in São Paulo, which is the largest city in South America. So, a little bit of about myself first to start us with this language and culture course. And being raised in São Paulo, Brazil, was a bit of a change to move to Athens, Georgia. I went to the US in 2012 to become a Fulbright teacher assistant for the Portuguese program at UGA. And then once I got to UGA, started teaching Portuguese. I decided to continue studying at UGA, and now I'm almost a double dog. I finished my master's in Romance languages, and now I'm completing my PhD, hopefully this year, in language and literacy education. I really love teaching, and I'm not sure if all of you are going to be teachers or are already teachers, but I would love to exchange experiences, talking about how we are welcoming students with different backgrounds in the classroom and really learning from each other. So, in this video, I wanted to share a little bit about me, both as a person and as a teacher, as these identities are intertwined. And second, to talk a little bit about our course. So, our course is obviously online. You signed up for that, so you know we'll be doing 100% of the work virtually. And I would love to meet you person to person if you're in Athens for a coffee, but unfortunately, I'm not in Athens, or fortunately, maybe depends on how we see it. I'm in Brazil currently, and I'm going to be here throughout the spring semester and the summer semester. So if you want to meet with me, grab a virtual coffee, talk about a Netflix series or about our course, I'm available online. I can meet via Zoom or Skype, and I'm usually really fast responding to emails, but I'm traveling between different cities in here, so I may or may not have internet someday, so the response time may take a little longer. Um, but I will hope to have access to the internet every single day. It's funny, after living in the US for 7 years, not having internet, so sometimes it's a common reality here in Brazil, but so far-fetched to me now. So I hope I'll have internet every single day and I'll be able to connect with you. Okay, so a little bit about myself as a teacher. I have been teaching since 2007, so over a decade. I'm so old. I love what I do. I started teaching English when I was in college. I did a lot of social work, and I went to different communities in which students didn't have the opportunity to learn a second language. So I started teaching English. I ventured myself volunteering to help teach a French course, and then I taught in several different scenarios here in Brazil in elite bilingual schools, which I think here in São Paulo you pay easily 5,000 reais, which is about 1,500 per month for your kids to have bilingual education in English and Portuguese. I taught in private schools, public schools, state and city schools in Brazil. They are drastically different. And then in the US, in 2012, I taught Portuguese at UJ, and I taught all the levels of Portuguese language and culture in the Romance language program. and also helped establish the first Portuguese program, actually the first language program at Athens Tech. They didn't offer any language until 2015, and I went there and started teaching Portuguese. And now the program has continued to grow, so that makes me really happy. I'm also happy with the connections we have with the Georgia Department of Education and the dual language immersion schools that are starting to become a real thing in Georgia. In Georgia, I taught Portuguese for K-12 students, for college students, um, and I also taught graduate students, so undergraduate and graduate students. And right now, I work for UJ through a grant from the Department of State, Defense, and Education, so several departments. I work for a program called Flagship, which aims to help Americans, North American students, to learn a language and speak it fluently by the time they graduate college. So that's what I'm doing here in Brazil. I welcome the students that come from UJ, and then we go travel to different places in which they speak Portuguese and live as part of the culture. One semester they study in the college, regular classes, and then they go and do internships anywhere in Brazil. So it's really exciting to see some students going to live near the Amazon rainforest in Manaus or Cuiabá, which is a very unique state, or coming to São Paulo, my hometown, and living here, especially for my students who have been born and raised in Georgia. When they get to São Paulo, they're like, whoa, what is this? So, anyways, that's um, some information about myself. I'm happy to talk about future plans, struggles, anything you need to discuss with me. Just reach out to me via email, okay? Or via the chat on your sim. So, in order to facilitate the semester, I tried to make everything pretty easy and straightforward. Here on ELC, I created all our models already. You're welcome to start participating in the discussions earlier. You have a timeline and a syllabi here, and you're going to have eight discussions, weekly discussion sessions in which you're gonna read or view some videos and then respond to a ELC post. So digesting your readings and then responding to two of your peers. That's for 40% of your grade. And you also have an extra week, an extra credit week. I'm putting here towards the end in case you need 3 more points in your grade. And I'm making this semester simple by just having two assignments, but they are two big assignments. So you have an introspective piece, and you're going to also have a curriculum that you have to build. All the materials are here. You have some samples as well. You have rubrics and you have the template. So if you need anything else, please let me know, and I'll be happy to clarify any doubts. Again, English is not my first language, so if you have any doubts in relation to communication, feel free to reach out to me and ask for an explanation, and I'll be happy to deliver it to you. So I also posted all our readings on ELC, so you have all the PDFs and the videos, except the book that's required. It's a book that's always required for this course. It's a scaffolding language, a scaffolding learning, teaching second language learners in the mainstream classroom. The second edition of the book. You can buy the book. It's not a super expensive book. You can buy it to have it as a resource. But I also found it available on the internet. So if you feel comfortable reading a PDF, you can Google and you may find the book online. Uh, and you can buy it on Kindle as well or have the hard copy with you. It's up to you. what you decide to do about the book. Um, so as I said, I can only meet with you virtually because I'm not in the US. Um, and I do not accept late assignments just because it's hard for me to be transitioning between getting through all my deadlines. I'm a fifth year PhD student. I'm working towards my graduation. So, you, as a graduate student as well, or as a student close to graduation, I assume, knows what it's like. So, please make sure you complete your work on time. The weekly posts are due Tuesdays, every Tuesday of the week, and then the responses are due every Thursday. I tried to organize my course differently because I saw a lot of professors do Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I tried to give you guys little helping there. Hopefully, it's going to work for you. But as I said, all the weeks are open, so you're welcome to start working a little earlier and then just watch for the deadlines. If you look at the course calendar, you'll see what assignments do and when. So weekly the reading and viewing analysis, and then you have the linguistic introspective piece and the curriculum. You also will provide feedback to one of your classmates on their curriculum assignment, and I also created a deadline for that. The curriculum is due April 13th, but the feedback is April 7th. So you have a week to incorporate the feedback your peer is going to give you. I also gave you plenty of work days for you to submit your final project, and we'll hope to be completing our course by week 15 instead of 17, so you have some time to get your work completed for other courses as well. It's a pleasure again to be teaching this course, and I look forward to meeting you virtually. So please post a picture on on your ELC pages if you haven't done so far, so I can at least imagine how you look like. And I look forward to working with you. Bye bye. Have a great semester and have fun. Take care.